documents in here that I had just filed with the clerk, and I need to submit them here.
Is that this thing called non-statutory abatement?
That's it.
All right, I got it. I provided a copy to Miss Davis. It's entitled Kurt Edwin Jensen, Reign Citizen, Reign of Heavens, a set apart place for that address.
Buckle up, guys. Today we are going to witness another unforgettable moment in Judge Middleton's courtroom. Right out of the gate, the defendant brings up something called a non-statutory abatement, a term that sounds impressive but exists only in his imagination. The judge listens calmly, but you can already sense where this is heading, a classic sovereign-citizen clash that promises both absurdity and tension.
Charges operating with no license. Charge 23661, charged with operating with no license in your possession. I don't think you can be convicted of both of those, as I said at our arraignment. And then the third count is a civil infraction, no proof of insurance, could probably be charged as no insurance, but it was charged as a civil infraction.
I have the proof of that here,
May I see it? All right, that's the person that owned the car.
Correct. Yep.
All right. Let Debbie see that. All right, we had kind of a chase our tails around at the time of the arraignment. You are, what do you wish to be, a Reign citizen?
That I have a social compact and a body politic, which gives the authority for the credentials that I had when I had given them to.
As the judge lists out the charges, no license, no insurance, and fraudulent documents, the defendant tries to slip in paperwork tied to another car. What he calls credentials are quickly confirmed as fakes, and the judge makes it clear felony charges are waiting if he won't accept the misdemeanor plea. It's a high-stakes moment, but instead of cutting his losses, he's doubling down on denial and delusion.
Right. You had said that you were going to try to get those from him and see them for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know whether Ms. Davis got that or not.
We did get additional information from the agency in Detroit regarding passports, and they confirmed they are fraudulent. So if this doesn't get resolved today with the plea as charged to these misdemeanors, then we will be amending to have felony.
Then comes the twist. Judge Middleton introduces his own term for these kinds of defendants, Borgos. Drawing inspiration from Lewis Carroll's Jabberwocky, he compares their filings to nonsensical poetry that means absolutely nothing. It's part humor, part wisdom, and it perfectly captures the frustration courts face when dealing with sovereign citizens. In just a few sentences, the judge strips the arguments of any shred of
That in any way, shape, or form.
All right.
I rebut that. I completely rebut that statement.
All right. Well, I tried to think of a term for it.
Well,
just a minute.
Okay.
Let me get my thoughts together here. We had a guy, Mr. Aiken, a couple of weeks ago, and we went round and round with him, and he wanted a jury trial, and he didn't show up, and then he was found in contempt, and he went to jail. And I said, well, how about willfully misinformed defendant? That's too cumbersome, or willfully ignorant defendant. And then I was laying in bed between then and now, and I thought, follow me here, Mimsy were the Borough Groves. It's like, what the heck does that mean? It's from the poem Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. It was written in the 1800s. It's a nonsense poem that doesn't mean anything. And more importantly, there was a science fiction story written maybe during the war called Mimsy Were the Borough Groves. It's a very interesting story about some toys that were sent from the future back to here. It's pretty relevant right now with cell phones. And the third line is Mimsy were the Borough Groves. And what is a Borough Grove? It doesn't make any sense. So my term for these people that come in with this kind of nonsensical jabberwocky is gonna be Borough. So this is Borough. It doesn't mean anything, and neither do your pleading.
Given the choice to plead or face felonies, the defendant digs deeper into his fantasy world, insisting on a trial and even requesting his fake passport and license be entered into evidence. It's a stunning miscalculation, like handing the prosecution their strongest weapon. Instead of protecting himself, he's building the case against himself, showing how far sovereign logic can spiral out of control.
X and Exhibit B and C has no lawful effect. So the question I have here is, do you wish to have a trial on these matters, or do you wish to enter a plea to this?
So does the body politic and social compact, is that being disregarded?
Correct.
Okay, then I'll go with the trial.
All right, then I will. Do you want to have an attorney to assist you?
No.
All right, you sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. The prosecutor is going to charge you with some sort of felony charge. What charge did you have in mind, Ms. Davis?
I believe that Prosecutor Morgan looked it up, and it was fraudulent documentation, basically manufacturing fraudulent passport and a fraudulent license.
We talked about Conch Republic passports. Whatever you had, and this false passport and some claim that somehow you had an international driver's license. You have to have a driver's license from somewhere to have an international driver's license. And this
Right.
isn't it?
Mhm. And I had that too. I have that too, yes.
All right, well,
One last question.
Here, Judge Middleton drops the hammer. He warns that while the defendant may sound polite, his mindset is dangerous. If everyone decided the rules didn't apply, society itself would break down. He dismantles the sovereign argument piece by piece, reminding him that using public roads and courts means you play by the same rules as everyone else. It's firm, unshakable, and a clear warning of what's to come.
Time comes.
do you have those, Deborah?
I do not have physical possession of them. As all evidence, it's held by the sheriff's department and the evidence lockers. So certainly we would introduce those as exhibits.
All right. Well, you're always polite enough, but
I stand
this,
firm.
well, this, it's, the
stand firm
problem
on
with
my
this is insidiously dangerous. People decide on their own that the rules don't apply to them. And even though they're polite and respectful, you're yanking my chain, and this is a waste of our court's time and Miss Davis's time.
I intend to prove that
All
these
right.
things are correct.
All right, maybe you do, but they aren't. This stuff is meaningless. And if everybody decided like you that they don't need a driver's license, they don't participate in our social contract, and they wish to use our public roadways and our streetlights and our court system, but hey, it doesn't apply to me, things would break down. The rule of law would cease to exist. So it's polite, but it's insidious and it's dangerous. What's next? I don't have the social contact, so I can punch somebody in the nose. I can kill somebody. I can sell drugs. The rules don't apply to me because I'm a RAIN citizen. Well, it don't work that way, at least not here in Michigan or in St. Joe County. Same rules apply to you that apply to everybody else. And you're going to get charged with a felony document fraud case. Do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Jury.
Yeah, the same thing. It's hypocritical. The rules don't apply to you, but you don't mind bringing in 30 of your citizens to come in and
It's
hear
going to be
this
just
stuff.
me. It's just going to be just me.
The trial date is set, and the prosecution rolls out an impressive list of witnesses, deputies, federal agents, even TSA officials. Meanwhile, the defendant still refuses an attorney and contemplates calling the car's owner, possibly exposing them to charges too. Discovery is granted, but the stakes are now higher than ever. This isn't just courtroom theater anymore, it's a real battle with serious consequences.
was drilling on their slithy ties. It's a bunch of nonsense. And so, Mr. Borogrove, I will see you on August 16th at 8:30.
Your Honor, just to clarify a few things in anticipation of that. As far as service, Mr. Jensen, will you accept service at the email that you have on this non-statutory abatement?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so just wanted the clarification that I'm going to send a witness list to him, make sure that he has the supplemental report from.
Yeah, there is
Detective
one thing
Steers.
that it does have some merit in here. He asked for discovery. So yes, your request for discovery is honored, and the prosecution will provide.
As the hearing closes, Judge Middleton cements his new term, Borgas, for these defendants and makes it clear their nonsense won't stand in his courtroom. The defendant leaves with his delusions intact, but felony charges are waiting just around the corner. This case shows exactly why these arguments collapse under real law. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
JessupCountyMI.org. As far as witnesses, the people would intend to call Deputy Kevin Brooks, Detective Sergeant Brian Steers, Chris Catone from the TSA, and James Herdman, Special Agent, Diplomatic Security Service from the Detroit office.
Will all that be included with the email?
Yes, I will do a written witness list. So
What's
you
that
have it.
officer's name?
The last one, James Herdman, Herdman. And then potentially this Cheryl Pulaski.
The owner of the car?
Yes. I don't believe there might have been another backup officer. Let me double check. I don't know if we'll need him, but.
Even though you have these mistaken beliefs, what's your objection to having an attorney to help you with this?
I do not choose to have anyone, any bar or associates representing me.
All right. If it is not charged as a felony, in the meantime, you're to be here August 16th at 8:30.
Okay.
And do you have any witnesses that you wish to call?
Be available.
One precaution, the owner of the car might have a Fifth Amendment right not to testify.
Mhm.
If they're allowing you to drive the car without an operator's license, that could be a misdemeanor in and of itself. So that's something to consider. But we'll address it further. We'll see what Mr. Marvin and Ms. Davis elect to do with this.
For further witnesses, would Zoom be available?
No, they be here live and in person.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?